Alright, so I want to give you a quick tutorial on managing data fields. Now, what are data fields? Data fields are anything that you want to track on people in your system. So let's just say you wanted to track a baptism date, maybe you wanted to track and see if everybody's gone through your membership orientation or a membership class, or maybe you wanted to track their anniversary date. Anything that you want to track, a custom data field, this is the tutorial, this is this information that you would use. So here we log in, we're on the dashboard. We're going to click on configuration and we're going to click on manage data fields. Now right here I already added something called membership class, and you can see the field text, you can see we have a type, it's a text box, is it mandatory? No, and we have a sort order of 1. And I've already added this information for you. You can edit and you can delete a data field. You can also create one. So let me just create one for you, and we'll go through the fields and then we'll look at how it displays and where you track this information. So creating a data field, let's click on create. Let's click a field name. I'm going to click baptism date. Because it's a date, I'm going to make it the field type is a date field. And I'm just going to say here, this is the placeholder text. So I'm going to click month, day, year as the placeholder text, just so to let people know what they should enter into the box, what the format of the baptism date that they should pick. The sort order, I'm going to make it number 2, and I'm not going to make it mandatory. If you wanted people to make sure that you had to fill this field out when you were editing a person, you would click mandatory, and anybody that is on your admin team would have to put this date in there before they could save the person. So mandatory or not, it's optional, it's up to you. And let's click submit. Let's add that, and you'll see now that baptism date is here. You can edit, you can delete it. It's the same options when you go in here to edit. You can do whatever you'd like to do and click save and OK, and now you see that the field text was changed and I got rid of the year. Now that is literally adding a data field. We just added it. Now let's look at how that works. Let's go to our configuration page and let's go to edit a person. Underneath this additional information, let me just pick up a person first. Let's go up to Moss and click Randy, and all of his information shows up here. Now let's go over to the additional information tab. Here you'll see the membership class and the baptism date, and this will show you exactly the stuff that we put in the field text box. And here's the baptism date, and here we're going to click this, brings the calendar chooser, and we can pick the date that he got baptized and the status complete. Membership cup is complete, and we're going to edit another one, and maybe we go to Wendy and we say Wendy is not complete, and we don't have a baptism date on Wendy. Now, if it was a mandatory field and you selected the data field to be mandatory, you would not be able to save this unless you filled this out. Now I'm going to click save, and now we've successfully saved Randy Moss's additional information. His status is complete and his baptism date is there. And I'm just going to now go over here to our directory page. You have not seen this tutorial yet. If you haven't, you can watch it. But let's go over to the directory page and let's click on Randy Moss, and let's click on edit here. You can also edit Randy Moss from the directory page if you have your admin rights turned on for your admin to edit people from the directory page. You can see the membership class and the baptism date here. So that is taking attendance, or I shouldn't say taking attendance, that is data fields in a nutshell. You want to go to the dashboard, you want to go to configuration, you want to go to manage data fields, you set up your data fields, and then you can track them against people in your system. Thanks for watching this tutorial.